Photo-yo. Yeah.
Hello, welcome back to Retrocraft. Here we are in the house. Still haven't done anything to the house. I put a bit of dirt up here for today, but no, nothing really done to the house. If I come down here, I can show you the basement. There's a few more drawers, just for things I've been finding at different Y levels now. I've been slowly feeding this coal and turning into coal coke and building up our supply of creosote oil. But if we jump down here, there's a whole new level. This is copper level, and you get tin and aluminium from this level too, which we'll be getting into a little bit later on. And come down to here, this is all mined out, and I've been getting lots of diamonds from down this level. Okay, today we're going to be working on some Botania. Now, I want Botania because I'm desperate for a magnet of sorts. So if we go into here, I've got all the different Botania flowers that I collected once when I did a bit of an exploration. Magnet. Now, there's a bunch of different magnets you can choose from, but I like the Botania magnet, which is this one, the ring of magnetization. So we're going to need some mana steel. So 4 mana steel, blocks of iron. Wow, that's expensive. Plus 5 mana steel, and a quartz sphere, which is mana glass and quartz. That's easy peasy. The reason I got these and bone meal and shears is because this is how I'm going to duplicate this stuff. So you place them down like that, and you can see the little sparklies. And when you bone meal them, you get the 2 high ones. Now, if you just break them as is, they break, and that's it. But if you shear them, you get the flowers back, and you make a profit because each flower, instead of 2 petals, you get 4. And yeah, okay, so let's type in here Botania, right? Petal Apothecary. Yeah, that's one to try and pronounce. Let's go downstairs and try and find our one. I'll put it somewhere down here. You watch, I'll make a new one. I'll find it. There it is. Oh, water. I can do with water. Let's get another bucket, shall we? And we can make ourselves a little infinite water source. Because all the recipes in the Petal Apothecary contain water. So let me just turn my headphones down a little bit. That jetpack is roaring in my ear. Right, okay, so I'll pick some dirt up. I'm gonna want that, and then we'll put a water source here. Okay, let's turn the hover mode off real quick. There we go. Let's put that in the middle, and right. Seeds. We need seeds, don't we? I think I put them in the. They're in the chest downstairs. Seeds acquired. Okie dokie. So we want. It's. Oh, we need a 1, don't we? But to get a 1, we need a living wood. Living wood. And if I can say it properly. Bit tongue-tied today. What we need a pure daisy. That's what it needs. No, I don't need blood magic. Okay, so it's 4 petals and a seed. Okay, so got 4 petals there. Drop them in. Whoop, and there we go. We get one. There it is. I'm going to make another one. So let's just do this. Put this in here. Now, if I got an empty hand, I can right-click. Oh, if I had the recipe, there we go. Right click. No, empty hand. There we go. And whoop. That's handy when you want to make like a bunch of the same flower. So if you do that, you do that. Like I'm going to assume most of you have seen Botania, but just in case you haven't, this is how you make living wood. You put logs around a pure daisy. And to make living stone, which is needed also, you put stone around a pure daisy. Now you'll have these particle effects buzzing off of them, and I'll show you what we need them for soon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them there for that, and let's do let's just do that. And what seems like an eternity later, we're getting living wood. And we should get living rock in a second. Yep, there we go. It is transforming. Awesome sauce. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using this stuff. Can I? Yeah, okay. I probably should use my axe on the living wood, but doesn't matter. Let's get some more going, and we'll just surround these like so. It doesn't matter what orientation the logs are. They could be sideways and whatever. It just doesn't make a difference. Okay. You know what? I've got 1.5 billion of these already, but I'm gonna make another one. Plonk you there, and need 4 logs to make 8 planks, and we can get a chest. Right, I'm gonna put all these in here. We're gonna need them in a minute. Bone meal can go in there too. The seeds, logs and stuff, and living rock and stuff. The living rock I want, and I want the living wood. Okay, living wood. I think I've just messed that up. Yeah, I need that. Okay, 3 of these. I'm going to do these. 3 of these, 2 of those, and we got ourselves the wand of the forest. Now that's going to come real big handy. Let's put the living wood planks away because I messed that up. Let's make ourselves a mana pool. I'm going to stick that there. Now, just so happens the living wood has finished, so we can collect that up. And we'll collect up our living stone. Got it all? Yeah, awesome. Right, don't need living stone now. Need the living wood. What we need is a mana spreader. One of these things. So we need a piece of gold. Oh, typical. Go down all the way down the bottom. It'd be great when we have a better storage system. Otherwise, at the moment, it's going to be like back and forth, back and forth. Now, I could have done it down here. It doesn't need daylight for the flowers to grow and do the rituals or whatever. But for what I want to do to generate mana, I'm going to need sunlight. So put you here, and I think it was that mana spreader. Okay. Right, I want a block gap between these two. There we go. And let's just punch that. There we go. Now, let's get this one into... If I hold shift, it's in bind mode. Okay, so if I hold shift, click that to that. Now it's bound to that. Now, whatever I put around this to generate mana will go into there. The reason I got this Black Lotus is because if you drop it with a bit of mana that's already in there, it will add to it. So I found one of them while I was out and about, so I picked it up, and we're good to go with that. One I can keep out. Shears I can put in there. You know what? Let's make this a double chest. Looks like we're going to need the space. I could go ahead and make like upgrades and stuff, but oh, weird. I made too many. Right, okay. What we want a day bloom. And a day bloom is, what, 3 of these? 2 yellow, 1 orange, and 1 light blue. Okay, so light blue, yellow, where's orange? Orange is there. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and do this off camera, but all I'm going to do is turn these into petals. Do what I did earlier. Plant the petals like this. And then use the bone meal and the shears. So give me a few minutes just to build up a supply, and we'll be right back. Right, I do believe I've got enough. So if you look back at this day bloom, it needs... So I want 8 of these. So I need 8 of the orange, 8 of the light blue, and I need 16 of the yellow. Yep, that's about right. Awesome. Put bone meal in there, there. It needs 8 seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I could put 8 down, not 9. Ah, oh, did it again. There we go, 8. Right, so basically now it's just a case of putting that away. Right, putting that in there. Now we got to do the first recipe manually. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then boom. So that's 1 day bloom. Now, if I put this down here, it's gonna, because it's close to this mana spreader, it's gonna link to that mana spreader. So if I put that there, it's in the daylight. Pretty quickly, it should produce a little bit of mana, and we'll see some at the bottom of that pool. But all I'm going to do now is, if I stand here, do this, got an empty hand, pop. Oh. I wonder if that's got a cooldown time, because like it's saying I can do it now. Strange. Okay. Well, this isn't going to take long at all. I was going to cut away, but let's just do this real quick. Pop, pop. Awesome. That's 6 so far. 7. And 1 more will be 8. There we go. 8 altogether. So if I put this down, it's going to use sunlight and produce mana for us. Now, if I go with my wand, it's in bind mode. So it says it found, if you see the right hand side, it's got tick next to the mana spreader. Got a little bit of mana in there now. So if we get this, there you go. It gives you a little bit of extra mana. Now these are going to create mana during the day only. You can make nighttime versions, which I think are the nightshade. Yeah. Passively generating flower. But these don't last forever. These have a shelf life. So I'm only going to use these temporarily. I think we can make... there's a particular seed we can make called an overgrowth seed. Overgrowth seed, there it is. Right, we can't make it, I don't think. Oh, we can get it from dungeons. Okay. So yeah, basically we have to go and look in dungeons, stronghold corridors, stuff like that, mine shafts, desert temples, and hopefully come across one, but it's not very likely. Let's just stick the night away so we can get that mana continually going. Right, I'm going to go grab some stuff and things. Let's go and grab some stuff and things. I don't need that wand on me just yet. I'm hoping to get just enough mana from those day blooms. If not, we can make more. And it normally takes iron to make mana steel, but in this one it takes steel. So we need, I think it's 9 of these. We need quartz as well. Okay, let's take a look in here. Might just have enough quartz. I don't know. We need 4 blocks. We're 1 short. Okay, that's easy to get. Let's just snip to the nether. Right. Nether quartz acquired. We need 4 blocks plus 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Easy peasy. So let's go back upstairs and see what we can do about this. Now, we're going to need Botania before we can do Thaumcraft. Thaumcraft requires mana glass to make the basic stuff. So, and the reason I put this 1 block higher is because I can actually now reach it. There we go. Got our mana glass. Let's see if I can... It says I can do it. And I did all 4. All 9 even. So, sweet. Do that. What we want the mag, the ring, the magnetization, which is the lana lens. We forgot to get that stuff. Okay. What was I missing there? Oh, that. Okay, got that. Got that. Now we need the other stuff, don't we? So what do we need? We need 4 redstone, 2 gold, 2 iron blocks. Easy peasy. I've been doing a hell of a lot of mining while we've been off camera, in between episodes even. And look, I got 200 diamonds, yay! 1, 2, 1, 2, and we need 4. 4 of them. Okay, we can do this down here now. No, oh no. Okay, I think it's that, and that. Then we do that with 4 of these. We got a regular magnetization. Now the step up from that will be somewhere down the road when we actually come to make Terra Steel, and yeah, we need to use the book to figure it out. But for that one, we can actually put in a bauble slot, like so. So if I put this down there, give it a minute. There you go. Comes right at me. Awesome. That's exactly what we need. Okay, so since we got that done so quickly, let's start our Thaumcraft going. What do we need? What do we need? We need great wood. So let's get some great wood. Basically these things, but these sometimes have spawners below them. Yeah, like that. Get away, you fool. A division schedule. Are you? Oh my god, that's awesome. Iron ingots. I'll take it. Iron horse armor. Don't need that. Don't need that. Yeah, this magnet, look at it. It's just picking all the stuff up for us. We just have to fly near it. There we go. Yeah, it does have fast leaf decay in this pack, but for some reason these Thaumcraft trees take forever for their leaves to disappear. Anyway, I didn't need to do that. I was right next to home. Okay, let's just sort some of this out. Put oh, well, whatever. I'll keep that flesh. It's kind of useless to us now. Put that way, that way. Iridium shards is good. The division sigil, we were using that at some point. Okay, great wood. Okay, so great wood is the basis of most of Thaumcraft. I'm gonna need that. I need iron. I think it's iron nuggets. We need 10 of those to make a wand. Right. So that's 2. 10. Do that. And should be able to make the wand caps. Yep. Thaumcraft wand caps. I think I've got a stick in one of these chests. Yes, I'm sure it is just a stick and not like a Thaumcraft stick. Yeah, there we go. We got the one. Now with this, we need to go around collecting like essences. I can't remember the actual words, but I forgot to form. So you got like air, earth, and water and stuff. Yeah, you go around collecting those from nodes, and to find the nodes, you need a lens. That's a magic mirror. See, it's a new texture pack to me. So like finding what stuff looks like in this texture pack is a bit of a challenge. There it is. The phonometer. Okay. We need 2 shards, which we've got loads of shards, so they can be any color too. We need mana glass, and what else did we need? 2 gold ingots. Okay, let's get that sorted. 2 gold ingots. Now, another thing we're going to need is a bookshelf, which I saved one just for this occasion. And you right-click it, and it turns into the Phenomenomicon. Phenomenomicon. Yeah, that thing I can't pronounce. So that's basically our book, and this will tell us what we need to do. So if you look in the book, you got the basics here. We need to get the research, which is a book of quill, to make a workbench and stuff like that. This is what we want, the metallurgy. No? Alchemy? Is it alchemy? Yeah, alchemy is a good one. We got that already, so that's good. Glass files we're going to need. And yeah, basically we need to do some like research and stuff like that. It's kind of weird, but yeah, it works out in the end. Anyway, let's get that. Okay, chuck our stuff in there. Will that work? Okay, so see if you look at stuff with this, I'm holding shift and right click, and if you look at the bottom right side, it tells you need to research stuff. So we need to get some research tables going. So let's have a look. Table. Okay. So we need 2 of these, I think. Actually, no. We need 3 of these. Okay, so great wood planks. Great wood planks are easy. You put the great wood log into a mana pool. You can use the elven portal to trade it too and get extra. You can use a sawmill, apparently. Interesting. But we're going to use the mana pool. That's what we got it here for. Do as much as we can. There we go. 16 will do. How much does that get us? 6. So we need 2 recipes of that. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bop. So if we put 1 down, I'm just going to place it here for now. Click it with the wand. It turns into a arcane table or whatever it's called. And then we need to go dirt. And we need the ink thing other than the scribe tools. Crystal scribing tool. The normal scribing tool. Okay, so the glass file is 3 mana glass and a piece of clay. That's easy peasy. When we go downstairs, I'm going to look at the other recipes too, just to make sure we got what we need. I do think we need a... Yeah, we need an ink sac and a feather. Now, I'm hoping I've got a feather. I know I've got ink sacs. Probably got one at the base. Feather. No ink sacs. I've got no feathers. Okay, that's fine. What do we want? Oh yeah, we need clay. Okay, that's why we came all the way down here. Clay and 3 mana glass. Got glass in here. 1, 2, 3. That'll do. Go back upstairs. Hopefully we've got a bit of mana now. Oh yeah, okay. It's not going to be producing mana, is it? So I'm not sure how many in-game days these day blooms last, but they won't last forever. They'll eventually conk out. Let's chuck that in there. 3. Awesome. And let's put this axe away. We've got some space in here. Let's put all that wood away. And let's see if we can find a chicken. I see some chickens on the map. We have chickens. We're going to have to sort of get like an animal farm at some point. Did I get a feather? I got 3 feathers. Awesome. Let's go home. I'm going to keep the raw chicken because why not? I'm keeping everything else. So we just need one of those. Let's go and make ourselves... Oh, we did need to go up here, but we're going to be using it up here anyway. So let's just do that. Go in here. So that. And the clay. Get the files. You only need 1. Piece of ink. Piece of feather. And you got the scribing tools. Now, if you right-click the scribing tools on these 2 tables, poof, there you go. We got the research. These are the essences that we found, you know, Peridetio and Ordo and stuff. I've got quite a few of these already because when I was grinding up them Thaumcraft treasure bags, they come with knowledge fragments and they give you the basic stuff. And I'm going to go and look on a website real quick. Okay, so I suggest you do the same, unless you're very knowledgeable. Let's expand this pack. Okay, so to get the basic aspects, we have to like mix these 2 together and do like research. So, like for example, if I take a fire and lightning, combine them together, we'll discover ice. And if you take the light and the fire, hold on, let's clear these out of the way. So air and fire equals lux. So now we've got lux with research. We can use our phenometer, whatever it's called, and let's turn our hover mode on and click on that, and we'll get a research point for that particular thing. We've done water, we've done that. Let's see if we can do a crafting station yet. No. The thing is, you can do stuff inside your. There we go. We got one there. Like everything that's in here, you can do. Well, almost everything. So get the wand. We've already got lux, so it shows you there. See, the very beginning stages. So we're not going to be able to scan too much. So basically, all I've got to do is go through these, and for example, do that and that. Create motion or motus, and then if we do, don't want to do that. If you do that and that, we get another one. Energy equals that and that. I'm literally just going off the website, mixing all these together to get like more of them. And once you get the basics going, you can go around and like research stuff with this phenometer, whatever it's called. We've already got void, which is that one. So we should be able to collect the. Should be able to look at the chest now. No, I need to understand the study of plants. Okay. If you look at the bottom right-hand card, it gives you like little hints. Okay, so let's look at poison, which is aqua and the lightning bolt. And then for life is aqua and the mountains. And away we go. Put the water. See, look at all that. We just got loads of stuff. No, okay. But if we go in here now, look, we just gained like 64 of something. Can't remember what it was, but yeah, we got a load of stuff. So I'm gonna go through and do all these in between episodes. I'm sorry that today's episode's a little bit shorter than the others. I keep saying that every time, and then when I come to edit it, it's really long. But I've got the beginning of Thaumcraft, and the beginning of Botania. Now, actually, one thing I want to do before we go, let's grab our wand. And what we'll do, you need to fly quite low to the ground. I do recommend you get flight when you come to this. So you can just fly around, and eventually we shall see. Oh, I thought that was the one. A little orb of some kind, and it's called the node, I believe. And eek, don't want to go near that thing. See if I can find one for you quick before we go. Ah, found one. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and there we go. You can actually research it. It tells you what's in it, and then you hold shift and right click, and you can absorb its energy into your wand, and it will fill up on certain essences and stuff like that. Okay, that one's full. That one's full. And these won't go away unless you hit them. So I'm going to press B and call node. There we go. And whenever I want to come back, I can come back and find it. But usually when there's one, there's a couple. But I'm not going to go ahead and find them now. I'm going to go ahead, do a bunch of research in the Thaumcraft table. And I'll explain a little bit more next episode. But okay, thank you very much for watching. This is Will. It's been a pleasure to have you here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.